So today we're gonna look at an extremely versatile duffel slash backpack. We're looking today at the Maxpedition Ironcloud, and as you can see here, this can rock as a duffel bag that you sling over your shoulder and stuff out, or you have the ability to carry this as a backpack. And I think that's awesome that you can either carry it like this or have it over your shoulders in a backpack style. And we're gonna talk about how comfortable that backpack style is, that you can totally load it out. We went on about a week trip to go visit some in-laws back on the East Coast. Took this thing as the main carry-on. This was basically the only bag I took, and then I took a little extra bag with me, and this thing rocked, not only as an over-the-shoulder duffel, but also as a backpack duffel. So we're gonna look at all the ins and outs today and see if this might be like the ultimate in carry-on mobility luggage capability for you if you're looking for that crossover duffel backpack capability. So let's go ahead and see what the Maxpedition Ironcloud has to offer you. So I want to show this to you in the backpack format. Now you've seen some video, and I'll probably be running in some as well, carrying this fully loaded out at the airport in the backpack style. Totally dig that. But the bonus is that if you get to your location, you empty out your bag, maybe at the hotel or at your family's house, and then you can cinch this guy down as you have seen here, and as you can see, in a more of like a day pack feel. You know, you can throw a couple items in there that, you know, maybe a jacket, some water, something like that. And then you can go for a day hike if it's a light enough one, you know, just a couple miles or something, or just trek around town, and you don't have to carry a separate bag with you to do that type of thing with, which is awesome. I love the yokes that they've given us here, really nice. Very well padded. They even thought through this area right here, nice and breathable mesh, so it's not gonna be cutting into you. Can definitely carry those heavier loads when you're walking through the airport or having to trek a couple miles from the airport fully loaded out to your destination. You can totally handle that and easily handle, you know, the lighter loads. As you can see here as well, I do have a camelback bladder. It is designed to be able to attach your bladders, run it through. You can hook it in different ways, and so you'll have bladder access as well, which is totally awesome. The sternum strap, as you can see here, will ride down, and I'm a big guy, 6'2", about 205 right now. And the only thing I would notice is that there's very limited amount of extra space. And for those who have extra large chests, you know, and just bigger people, you may have a hard time with the sternum strap, and to my knowledge, you can't really remove it. So it would have been nice to have a removable sternum strap option for those of you who are either it's not large enough or just don't want to carry it like that, and have some extra, you know, space on those sternum straps would be an extra bonus. No belly strap, so that's just something to consider. I think for the design that this is designed as kind of a crossover between a duffel and a backpack, I think it works just great and can carry heavy loads or light loads and gives you versatility depending on if you need to stuff it out for your trek and getting to the airport and through the airport, or just going around town. It works both ways. So here are the shoulder straps. Again, they're attached. Here is our back, which would be the bottom of the bag. We even have a little seepage port here, so if your water bladder has condensation, it's not just gonna sop up back here, it'll drip out the bottom. And here's how the bladder attaches. It does have a little hook right there that you can hook all kinds of different ones to. And then if you don't want this yoke, and again, just a great yoke, so comfortable, really well designed, backpack style yoke. But if you don't want it, you wanna carry this more over your shoulder, that we'll look at here in just a moment. All you have to do is disconnect from these rings here on either side. Then you just stuff it into that pocket that originally had your bladder. Then you have your zipper right here. Zip it up. They're gone. And now it's back to a duffel bag style duffel. So here's the shoulder strap. And again, with those really nice attachments, we can attach it, pull it over. Now, the nice thing is there's tons of room, and this is like seatbelt quality straps. So you just pull these bad boys down a little bit, cinch it down. You can fold these extras back in on themselves so they won't be flapping around all over the place. And now you're good to go, and you can carry it like a normal duffel bag. And I got my really heavy duty cushion handle right here to take it off, put it over my shoulder, put it on one shoulder, however I want to do it. Now, what was awesome is my wife gets to see all the gear that comes in, you know, for testing. And usually because she's a loving, supporting wife, she takes a look at it because I want to show it to her. She's like, oh, that's cool. Oh, that's a nice backpack or knife or firearm or whatever it is that we're doing, and kind of goes on down the line. But when she saw this, I stuffed it out. We were getting ready to go on our trip, and seeing what it could do in its layout, she right away said, can I have one? So I'm gonna have to figure out a way to get her one of these as well, probably get her a black one, but not only myself, but my wife see huge versatility and capability in this duffel bag backpack setup. So the price point fluctuates some on this. It's between $160 and $180. And when you look at the materials, the well-known, you know, Maxpedition quality that we all know from them, and other duffel bags that are of this kind of feel and style out there on the market, I think that's actually really reasonable between the $160 and $180 price point. We'll have links over in the description below to Amazon. That's a great way to help support the channel when you guys use those hyperlinks. Helps us get out here, make videos just like what you're seeing here. They have this gray, which I love. They have black, and then they do have tan as well. And I do want to thank Maxpedition for their willingness to send this over to us to give you guys a comprehensive video to see whether or not your hard-earned money is worth throwing into this bag to give you many years of good quality service when you're traveling. So in the links provided, we'll have all of the details. I'm gonna try and hit as many as I can for you with the basic specs and materials and items that are, you know, included in this design. Now, this is a 48-liter bag, which is 2,930 cubic inches. So, you know, basically a 50-liter pack is what you can imagine if you're used to backpacks or your other duffel bags. Now, what we have is 14 inches long from side to side. We've got 10 inches wide, and then we got 22 inches high overall. And those are the basic dimensions, again, being the perfect carry-on size around the world. And the weight on the bag is 4.9 pounds, so just a hair under 5 pounds for the bag before you put your stuff in it. And then just to kind of show us here all the different types of materials that we're looking at 1,000 denier nylon here, and that is going to be Teflon coated. We got YKK zippers that we're going to be running here, so super high quality in that regard. And then we are looking at not only the 1,000D, but then we're also looking at 500 denier hex ripstop nylon as well. And then there is on the laser cut moly and on these high stress corners more of a rubberized, it's not polypropylene to my knowledge. I'm just trying to look on their specs here as I'm talking to you guys. It's a heavy duty, you know, stress points on all the corners and acting as the lightweight, low profile moly. So as you know from Maxpedition, super high quality and cutting corners in weight when they can, but still giving us the durability and all the high stress points that we need. Okay, I want to go ahead and look at the outside aspects here for you, some pockets before we dive into the innards and look at that. We do have a top grab handle here. We have a grab handle on the bottom over here, and then another one up here, and then another one over here. So we got a lot of different grab handles going on. We do have moly compatibility on top and bottom here, which is nice. That laser cut, you know, kind of rubber, you know, type of PVC material, which is really nice. So you could get smaller pouches if you are carrying this more as a backpack style, or, you know, you're just doing a you know, cross country. You know, you're not maybe checking it in, you know, flight wise, and you do want some extra organization on the outside. There is some attachment for that, which is nice. Now, we do have this outer pocket right here. It has this little zipper garage. So that means that if somebody walks by, they just can't grab it and unzip it. This is how difficult it is to kind of get it out. And it's designed like that on purpose. You basically have to go like this, untuck, flip, and then pull. Now, I wouldn't put my wallet or cell phone in here, but, you know, you could put some documents that you may not be super concerned with. It's basically as wide as it is up to this seam right here. You know, so you could definitely get smaller, you know, boarding passes, different things like that in here, power cables that you just want quick access to, and then this zips back up, and then you tuck it back into its little zipper garage. Now, on the very front top area here, we have two zippers that open up, and we have all of our electronics available sleeves. Now, this is basically going to have 3 sleeves. They are padded, really nicely done with this good strap right here that is Velcro. So I have a full-size tablet in there. I've got 2 magazines, and then I've got my iPad Air 2 in there with a tablet, and then a secondary sleeve or third sleeve that goes all the way down the full body of the bag that I could run like a lightweight jacket through or something like that, all really accessible on the outer portion, and it's really nice and padded with all these pockets. Now, this is the one interesting feature that I don't really understand. This is where all of your really expensive technology goes that someone might want to get into in Jack. This zipper system does not have a luggage lock loop here, so there's no way to lock this out. But then the main body pocket that we're going to look at in just a second does have luggage lock loops. I think that was an oversight. These should either both have luggage lock loops, or definitely this one, so that you can lock up your technology if you want to, and you're not concerned if you know, are walking in a heavily populated area, whatever the thing may be, someone's not going to get in here. So that, I think, was an oversight that they didn't put luggage lock loops on your tech pouch. But totally dig it, have used it in multiple different ways, and you really feel secure, and that your electronics are padded and well taken care of, and you're not worried. Now, all of the clips and clasps that you're going to be looking at are UTX Duraflex material. So it's a super high-end, high-quality, dense material that's a quiet clip as well, but very high quality, very tough, and that's going to be on these loops right here as well. And then those compression straps themselves give you not only the ability to cinch this thing down, you know, as tight as possible with the full loadout, but then, as we're going to look at here in a little bit, if you want to make this into a day pack and really slim this thing down, it's going to give you that capability. So you're going to have those compression straps with the strap keeper bands right here on 4 sides. So one on each, 2 on one side, and then 2 on the other. And on our one side here, we not only have a very large Velcro morale patch or indicator panel, which is sweet, but you're also going to get a large pocket here that does carry the really nice shoulder strap, but that you could use for quick access things as well. And that's going to give you very large dimensions, and it's rather deep for quick access things as well. And just to give you a close-up on the shoulder strap, super thick, very dense. It's got foam in here, so you could carry a heavy load over your shoulder, which is really nice to see that. And then very high quality clasps right here that are going to hook on to those D-rings. What's nice also is the fact I don't have to disconnect all 4 compression straps. So even if the back end is completely cinched down, I don't have to worry about that end. And I can just disconnect these to get into the main compartment. Again, we have these really nice grab pulls right here, the YKK zippers. The luggage locks are attached on this compartment, and this guy's going to run super smooth all the way back to the rear compression straps back here. So you're going to get a really nice open layout. Now, the rear pocket here is this kind of see-through material, so you can just kind of barely see through it. On the bottom of the lid, again, opening up here, we have this vertical or horizontal, depending on, you know, the orientation here, but this kind of 2/3 pocket, again, to kind of see through. You know, I got 4 sets of underwear in there, but a really nice large pocket there. And then this smaller pocket up here on the top, you can throw things that are smaller, you know, like a beanie and gloves or something like that. Just kind of organize things so that you can grab it quickly and you're not, you know, digging through the whole pile in here. Last feature, before we just look at just the main compartment, just talk about size here, is that there's this compression band or kind of square in the middle. So it is attached and is not detachable on one side, and then it has clasps on the other so that you can, you know, remove it, get it out of the way. It does have 2 smaller bands right here. So again, like I'm showing you here, I have a AA powered flashlight. You can run small things that you just want to get really quick access to and not dig around in the bag. And what I loved is that I was able to do an entire week in the summertime back to the East Coast where my in-laws live, and had plenty of room to spare. And what I'm about to show you, like content-wise, basically double it up. Whatever you see of, you could double that amount, and you could easily, you know, get that same amount in here. So this is not by any means stuffed out to the max. And you could easily, I believe, if you just pack smartly, be able to take a carry-on for a 2-week adventure to most environments around the world. So as we just move this compression strap here, just to give you an idea here, I have a big soft shell that's warm, Columbia. That one, I could get 2 of those guys in there. I've got 4 pairs of socks. I could get 8 easily. I've got a big pair of shoes in here, so I could get 2 lighter weight shoes or a pair of shoes and sandals in there. You know, no problem whatsoever. Plus the ones, you know, obviously that I'm wearing as I'm going through and traveling. And there's plenty of space. Really nice and deep. Again, 10 inches, you know, for that deep, you know, capability. Really high quality on the inside. I like the lightweight, or excuse me, the light color in here, so it's just easy to see the kind of high vis in there. Then I've got 2 regular t-shirts. Again, I could easily do 4 or more. I've got a workout t-shirt, workout shorts. I could double that up if I wanted to. I've got 1 extra pair of pants. You could, you know, do 2 more extra pairs of pants. And then I've got my, you know, personal grooming kit. So I mean, and again, going back to the concept, if I wanted to, I could unload this all at my hotel or at my stop, at my, you know, relatives, whatever, and then cinch the heck out of this thing. not using any of this space, but still giving me those smaller attachments that I would need. Pockets here, these little guys, and these 2 pockets to store smaller things, snacks, you know, a raincoat, those type of things, my wallet, and then be able to go do either a light day hike or go, you know, travel all over town and not worry about having to come up with some other backpack and store that backpack in here or some sort of sling bag or whatever. I can do it all. It's a one-stop shop. And I think these pockets also help with that day pack idea, as well as just organizing when you are just carrying this as a duffel bag. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this video as much as I've enjoyed making it, and just enjoying a product that gives me something that I haven't had before, this crossover capability and a really heavy duty, well designed, well laid out duffel bag slash backpack. I think that Maxpedition has done a phenomenal job with this design. I love it. I can't recommend it enough to you. If you see value in it, if you're definitely somebody who travels a lot and needs that crossover capability, you're tired of having to figure out some little backpack that you're going to take around town and then you got to carry your duffel or your suitcase. This gives you a lot of extra capability, and it's Maxpedition, so it's bulletproof and it's built to last. You're going to get a lot of years of use on this design and their larger design as well. So I want to thank you guys so much for coming over here today, checking out the channel. Please subscribe, comment, like, share this video. I'll answer any questions you guys have in the comments below. Check us out on all the relevant social media. That's a great way to see what's up and coming. Check out the recent video that we just did, as well as subscribe button. And always remember, stay equipped, stay prepared. We'll see you out there.